Demon Hunter is probably releasing soon, and we actually have no info on what it is gonna entail, except for new maps and probably an enemy trainer. So without further ado, that's what we're gonna be talking about in this video. I'm gonna be talking about how well I actually think this update can succeed. So yeah, without further ado, drop a like and subscribe. We're getting close to 1,700 subscribers, which is crazy, bro. And I love every single one of you guys for even just clicking that subscribe button. And if you haven't, what are you doing, bro? Come on. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, if you guys have been on the channel for a little bit, you might have noticed that I did actually do a video like this in the past. And I'm gonna roll some clips to show you guys how actually good I am at predicting what this game is gonna add in the new updates.
And another problem with it is you could kill a Moon and not get anything for it. You would get the same as killing a Nei, killing a Tsukishi. It's the same thing all around. And that's just not how ELO systems should be. I'd also like to see ELO reset. If they don't do that, definitely need a ELO reset. I don't know why they haven't done this, but fix Sugoku. Alright, Slayer cards. That would be nice, yo. Imagine Slayer cards. Woo-wee. I'd also like to see a buff to the Thunder Super.
So yeah, as you can see, I'm actually pretty good at this, so you should watch the end to see what I think is going to come, because I've been following this game for a little bit and I can kind of predict what they're going to add. And we actually have a decent amount of input now. So the first thing I want to mention is the new map. So we do know that every single map is going to be getting a rework. That's going to be, new locations. We've seen Mansion, it's going to be sick. And you're going to have to probably relearn the whole map once again, which shouldn't be too bad. And it should honestly create a better atmosphere for the game, because, there was a point where you just kind of know where everything is. It gets kind of boring. Along with this, we'll probably have a Halloween or snow-styled map once again, which I'm not too psyched about, but it has been a whole year since the last major update, which is actually insane to think about. Like, the fact that this game hasn't had a major update in like a year, bro. By October 28th will be the last floor, which is just fucking insane. Now, another thing that we do know, or at least I think was said before, because I'm pretty sure the concept was brought up for a little bit, was the bite for Breathless, which steals a move from a demon, like a random move. Like, you could get the roar, you could get the leap kick, you could get any of it, which I think is amazing. But it will be interesting to see how it works out in game, because I know those moves don't do too much damage, and it is kind of weird with their end lag. I think Breathless is going to be really interesting in this next lore with everything they're adding. Will be a burst, will be a limb. I don't know. It's gonna be weird, and I wish good luck to all of the Breathless players out there. Now, obviously, what every single Slayer has been waiting for is the super for each breathing. I'm pretty sure we are getting an insect super, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. At the time, like, it has been shut down for about 7 or 6 months. Dodged a bullet there. 7 or 6 months. And at this point, if we're not getting every super, bro, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be absolutely mad. I think the last shutdown was 2 months and we got 2 supers being, or maybe it was only 1. I think it was only 1. We got 1 super, which was the B super. No, we got Flower too, but that was in the midway up. I mean, it's been 7 months, bro. Like, there's no way we don't get at least 4 supers. At least 4. I think Wind is for sure 1. I think Insect, probably. Flame, I don't know how Flame. I mean, honestly, bro, I don't ask me about any ideas for supers. I have no clue. All right, but all I know is that we should be getting some, bro. We should be. We've waited so long. Also, I'd like to see some new Slayer cards. Going off of that Slayer, super rant. I do think we need some more Slayer cards, because honestly, Slayer cards were cool. I did predict them coming, but not much to them, bro. You got that one like reload card for Breathless. Honestly, it's just big for Breathless. That whole like Slayer card thing was just really big for Breathless. As a normal Slayer, I don't know. I don't think I was getting as much as I would have liked. But let me know what you guys think. I would like to see something like that changes, like gives you a new move, like it is with the beheading on Demon, where it's like the head regrow. I think something like that for Slayers would be cool. We do have like the reload or like the double charge strike, but that's like whatever. But I feel like a power up or something like that could be cool, and I don't doubt that we'll be getting new endgame content like a power up, like Slayer Mark V2. Next, I want to talk about some demon changes that I think could be happening. Now, obviously, we do have the new Arrow BD. I think I mentioned it earlier in the video, but I would like to see some more endgame demon content. Because I'm gonna keep it a buck. Once you get level 200, you get your final form. Hopefully, honestly, after that, it's just kind of boring, bro. Like, you don't do much. I'd like to see something after Final Form, maybe an evolved Final Form would be sick. Different types of Final Forms would be pretty cool. Now, mission changes and just like how the progression works in general, I think there will definitely, or we've seen new missions for sure. There's going to be new demons. We've seen that in Fruity Sneaks. And what I really want to see, though, is a kind of change to events. I feel like events just kind of get boring over time. Like, it's kind of like doing a chore. It's like you have to do an event, but it's like, do I really want to do a TDM that lasts like 25 minutes? I hate TDMs, bro. Those shit gotta go. They gotta change some way. But a lot of the events are just kind of boring, except for gauntlets. Like, low-key, I'd just be skipping the non-gauntlet events when I was in the game. I'm not trying to sit on an objective for like 5 minutes, bro. So yeah, I think they will be adding some new events. We did see the event map change or get like updated, and at the point of recording this video, there has been no maps updated in a week, which either means two things: one, all the maps are done, or two, they just can't even be bothered to work on the game right now. But there is like Tua, I don't even know how you pronounce his name. He's you guys know who I'm talking about. But he is doing like a riddle thing, which there is a demon hunter release, or what is this shit called? Demon hunter research team. Thing like trying to figure out what it means, which sadly they will not be releasing to the public. They're gatekeeping everything. I asked them why, and they said they didn't want like people stealing their credit, which I don't know what the fuck the point of a research team is if you aren't going to spread the information. All they want is just like a reward or something like that, and I'm not going to leak anything, but do I agree with what they're doing? No, I think it's fucked up. But I do honestly just really I'm very community based as a person. Like, I love the community in general. I love you guys. This is why I make these videos. This is why I love talking about the game. It's because of you guys, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. All right, but there is going to be eventually, once these guys solve the riddle, I'm sure the information will get out somewhere or another. Someone will leak to their friend, and then their friend will leak to another friend, and that's just how shit goes. But I think they're talking about a trailer or something like that, which, guys, a trailer would be fucking lame for this game. I'm like, what is a trailer gonna do, bro? What is a trailer gonna do for this game? Is not gonna peak above maybe 6,000 players. If this update, all right, I'm gonna keep it a buck. This game isn't made for 10,000, 20,000 players. It isn't made for that. A trailer will get the in-community like people hyped, but I just kind of see it's a waste of time. Just release a fucking game, bro. It's been 7 months, which is kind of insane. Once again, bro. But yeah, there is talks of a trailer. Maybe they're just fucking around with us. I low-key hope they're fucking around. I hope there isn't a trailer, because that would do nothing for the game. And they're just working on something just to delay it even more. But I don't think this game will be above 5,000 players. Unless it's like a full revamp, and you know they have really good incentives to make more people come into the game. But I can't imagine this game going above 5,000 players. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I appreciate you guys popping out once again. Get me to 1,700 subscribers. I think I'm like 6 away now at the time of recording this. Yes, I have changed my shirt. It is a new day. Yes, my hair is wet. I haven't really dried it, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully most of my predictions are correct as they were in my last one, so I can keep this streak up. But yeah, once again, love you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.